YouTube, how's it going? Got another quick gameplay for you guys here. Again, yep, it is on Quarantine. Yep, this is my favorite map out of the 4 new release ones: the Swarm, Quarantine, Fracture, and Overload. Overload actually I've been enjoying quite a bit. Actually, quite enjoy the Overload one. Now that I've figured out what those energy pylon-y things do. But this game is pretty good. I mean, it's one of my games where I start off pretty shitty and then get rid of it. I don't even know how I didn't see that guy to the right there. But it's one of those gameplays where I start off not too good, but then I get momentum and it all starts going uphill. I do believe this is a 37 and 8 or something like that gameplay. I can't remember off the top of my head real quick, and I didn't really review this video before I did this recording. This was recorded yesterday, and obviously I played a couple of games since then, and I'm going back and obviously marked it as a good gameplay to record on, and now I'm going back to it to obviously do this commentary here. So, as the eagle-eyed among you would have seen, I do have a new, as it's called in the game, a new mascot, which is, I don't know how he did that, which is the fox. Which you saw at the beginning there. Now, I've got to have a big shout out to Derek, or his Twitter handle, Twitter name. You guys should go follow him. It's at Back in the Days, and Days is spelled D-A-S-E, so Back in the Days. It's a pretty good name. But yeah, he did this for me. He has some like pre-made ones. He also does like custom work, and he was, I know I don't even one of these guys that just brown nose, but he was unreal. I mean, he cooperated so much. I mean, the logo was done in a matter of days, to be honest. I mean, from concept being a drawing on a bit of paper to being like illustrated, vectored, and sent over to me, the guy was unreal. He was really forthcoming with everything. I mean, especially when it came down to designs. I mean, made the ears a bit bigger, added some teeth details, things like this, and really thankful for what he's come up with, so big shout out to him there. Another big thing I have actually noticed, being eagle-eyed myself, is that Swarm has been out-favoured by, I don't know what I was doing there, oh how he did that, but Swarm has been out-favoured by Fracture. I've noticed there, normally a couple of days ago, I would say weeks, but obviously these maps haven't been out that long, a couple of days ago, you getting Swarm coming up in the lobby options, like the map vote, and that was just getting opted every single time. However, playing today, I've not actually played Swarm for a good day or two, which is really unreal, which is really unusual. I see it being replaced with Fracture, which is a bit different. However, just before I recorded this, I did have a gameplay on Fracture where I did like a live commentary, obviously now with the Elgato, whatever. With that, you can obviously hook up a mic to your computer, record the mic, record the webcam, all that sort of jazz. Did that, and I had a genuinely unreal gameplay. It was something stupid like 30. No, sorry, it wasn't 30. It was in the 40s. It was like 43 and 8 or something like that. And I know this is typical, and I'll upload the gameplay if you guys don't believe me, but the file got corrupt. So the first couple of, like the first 5, not even 5 minutes, the first 2 or 3 minutes are good, as you can see in front of you, much like this. But then after that it goes to being like all digitalized, it'll skip back on itself, the audio cuts out, the commentary over the top cuts in and cuts out, then goes mute, then comes back in again. Don't know what happened, but that happened basically. Really devastated. Obviously that was a really good gameplay, like 42, 43 and 8. One of the best ones I've had for quite a long time actually, especially on these maps, and there was so many double kills. I did say throughout the commentary as well, I don't know how it was happening, but I was just getting 2 people at once who would just come around the corner. And Fracture's not my favourite map, so to have that on one of the maps that you don't like was pretty good. Boosts your confidence for that map. It's one of those gameplays that sort of makes you want to go and play that map again. But yeah, as you can see on here, actually, I remember this now. I pick up a ASMR, nope, that's not it, ASM1 magnitude, and I was really impressed by A, the range there, and B, how well it kills. I mean, in a minute I go back to the other side of the map, and it was just taking people out. Normally when I do use the ASM, I use the Speakeasy, and if I'm honest with you, this magnitude was so much better than the Speakeasy. I know my opinion counts for shit, but if you want it, there it is. My it worked so much better than the Speakeasy. I was really amazed at how well, apart from that, I was really amazed at how well it actually worked. But yeah, I think I'm going to try and start doing some more live commentaries, hopefully if the gameplay doesn't get corrupted. I don't know what that was. I don't know if it was a one-off. I hope it was a one-off. Or if it was down to obviously my system. I do need to get a new PC. Well, not a new PC, I do need to upgrade some of the components. Definitely need to get a new motherboard. Need to get a new processor. Stuff like this. I mean, I've been looking at a couple of motherboards. I'm an Asus fan, so I would prefer an Asus motherboard, AMD processor. But the board I was looking at was really interesting. It was only a like AMD processor and graphics, which meant that I would have to move away from NVIDIA, which I love, and I have obviously a quite expensive NVIDIA graphics card at the minute. Don't want to obviously throw that away and replace it with a AMD one, so I'm trying to look for a FM2, sorry. I don't know how I get a double punch here as well. If there's a guy behind me, and I'll just turn around and hit him as well somehow. An FM2 motherboard that is Asus and has NVIDIA compatibility, which is proving quite difficult. But anyway, as you can see here, guys, this game's wrapped up, and I'll show you the score on this map, which was coming in at being, and it went off too quickly. Bloody typical. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Obviously, hashtag famous fox. Want to get this sort of stuff out there. It would really help me. I know the gameplay stopping as a black screen. I know this sort of thing's really annoying when people do this. But if you can comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll catch you all guys later.